हमने शुरुआत की थी ग्राफिक्स के साथ। हमने क्रिएट किए थे सिंपल ग्राफिक्स से एक आर्ट वर्क क्रिएट किया था। आज हम लोग जाएंगे पोस्टर आर्ट के लिए। पोस्टर आर्ट बेसिकली जो हमने टर्म दिया है पोस्टर बॉय आर्ट। बेसिकली ये टर्म एक्चुअल में 90s का टर्म है, जिसमें 90s में जो पोस्टर्स बनाए जाते थे, क्योंकि वहाँ पे उस समय पे डिजिटल वर्ल्ड तो होता नहीं था। डिजिटल वर्ल्ड जनरली 80s के बाद से इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ था, बट इतना ज़्यादा नहीं था। तो 90s से पहले जितने भी पोस्टर बनते थे, जो आर्टिस्ट थे वो ड्रॉ कर करके उसमें स्केच करके उसमें पेंटिंग करते थे, इस तरीके का वर्क करते थे। लेटर ऑन ये चीज एक कल्ट बन गई। ये आपके फोटोशॉप ही नहीं, जितने भी डिजिटल सॉफ्टवेयर हैं जैसे इलस्ट्रेटर हो गया, कोरल ड्रॉ हो गया, इस तरीके के जो इलस्ट्रेटिंग सॉफ्टवेयर हैं, इनके लिए ये कल्ट बन गया। तो आज हम लोग वैसे ही टेक्निक को देखेंगे। ये एक्चुअली में प्रमोशंस के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ करते हैं, और ख़ासकर जो आपका सोशल नेटवर्किंग साइट है, उन जगहों पे बहुत ज़्यादा इनका काम होता है। ख़ासकर सोशल नेटवर्किंग साइट में आप अपने इंस्टाग्राम हो गया, फेसबुक हो गया, इनको बहुत अच्छे से सुसज्जित कर सकते हैं इन आर्टवर्क्स के द्वारा। सो लेट मी शेयर माय स्क्रीन एंड देन विल सी कि आज हम क्या क्रिएट करें। All right, so let's start with our poster boy art. नाउ टर्म पोस्टर बॉय आर्ट के बारे में तो आपने समझ लिया, लेकिन पोस्टर क्रिएट करना और बनाना भी एक आर्ट वर्क होता है। इसमें रैंडमली डिजाइन नहीं डाले जाते। इसमें जनरली जो हम वर्क क्रिएट करते हैं, उसमें कुछ मैथमेटिक्स अप्लाई होता है। स्पेसिंग देना, कलर किस तरीके से यूज करना, इस तरीके की चीजें उसमें अप्लाई होती है। सो इसके लिए सबसे पहले कोई भी आर्ट वर्क क्रिएट करने से सबसे पहले आपको एक चीज में सबसे ज्यादा ध्यान देना होगा, वो है शेप्स। हाउ टू क्रिएट शेप्स। मैं शेप्स में ज्यादा एम्फोसाइज इसलिए करता हूँ, जनरली अपनी क्लासेस में भी मैं शेप्स को बहुत ज्यादा एम्फोसाइज करता हूँ। रीजन क्या है कि यही शेप्स जो हैं जो आपके आर्ट वर्क को इंटरेस्टिंग बनाते हैं और एक वॉल्यूम प्रोवाइड करते हैं। अगर हम बात करें शेप्स की, तो जनरली सबसे पहले ये आप सबने सीखा होगा शुरुआत में, ऑलवेज स्टार्ट्स विद द प्रिमिटिव्स। प्रिमिटिव शेप्स के साथ शुरू कीजिए। प्रिमिटिव शेप्स कौन कौन से होते हैं? फर्स्ट इज योर सर्कल, देन ब्लॉक, एंड देन ट्राइंगल। दीज आर द बेसिक शेप्स जिससे मिलके वर्ल्ड का कोई भी डिजाइन क्रिएट किया जा सकता है। राइट, बस आपको पता होना चाहिए आप इसको कहाँ यूज करें। ह्यूमंस हो या फिर आपके क्या बोलते हैं क्वाड्रोपेड्स। क्वाड्रोपेड्स का मतलब होता है चार पैर वाले जानवर जो होते हैं, उनको अगर आपको क्रिएट करना हो तो हर जगह आपको यही तीन शेप्स यूज करने होते हैं। लेटर ऑन जब हम लोग कैरेक्टर में जाएंगे तो डेफिनेटली वी विल यूजिंग दिस to see how to create some characters with the primitive shapes. But today we are going to go for poster art. So what I'm going to do over here, I have opened my sketch over here. See, यहाँ पे हमने एक sketch create किया हुआ है। इस sketch को हमने स्कैन करके फोटोशॉप में लाया है। ये करना बहुत ही सिंपल है। आप फाइल में जाके ओपन करेंगे एंड यू कैन एबल टू find your image whatever is there and then open it up and it will be open there. ओपन हो जाएगा वर्क, जिसमें आप डायरेक्टली अपना काम क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। पोस्टर क्रिएट करने से पहले आपको मैं बता दूं कि पोस्टर में मार्जिन होता है। एक मार्जिन हमेशा क्रिएट करना होता है। व्हाट इज द मार्जिन दो? मार्जिन जो है, इसका मतलब होता है कि जब पोस्टर्स वगैरह अगर आप अगर डिजिटल वर्ल्ड में प्रिंट करते हैं या डिजिटल वर्ल्ड में इसको चलाते हैं, जैसे सोशल नेटवर्किंग साइट हो गई, इन जगहों पे चलाएंगे तो ये पोस्टर जो है ये ऐसे ही चल जाएगा। इट डजंट क्रिएट एनी प्रॉब्लम। लेकिन जब हम इसको क्या बोलते हैं प्रिंट करते हैं, तो प्रिंटिंग के वक्त में यह सब कुछ जो है, क्योंकि बल्क प्रिंटिंग होती है, तो इसमें इश्यू होता है, बहुत ज़्यादा इश्यू होता है। क्योंकि अगर पूरा ग्राफिक आप पूरे पेज में बना देंगे तो डिज़ाइन जो होता है फिर कट नहीं होता, उसमें ग्राफिक जो है वो खराब होता है। तो इसलिए क्या होता है, ग्राफिक्स के बीच में थोड़े से मार्जिन क्रिएट करने होते हैं। So how to create those margin? If I'm talking about if someone is having problem with the A4 size paper, you can find it in file, new, go to print, and there is an A4 size paper right over here. You can directly click on that and you will get an A4 size. I just saw that question. Okay, so I was talking about margin कि अगर आपको Photoshop में भी इस तरीके के margin देने हैं तो you have to press Control R as in rabbit. Okay, so press Control R and you will see there is a margin right at the border of your canvas. This margin shows you the measurement of your particular poster. So what are you going to do about it? First, you need to click and drag a margin out of your ruler. ये जो रूलर है इस पे क्लिक करके ड्रैग करेंगे तो आपको मार्जिन मिल जाएगा जो कि ब्लू कलर की लाइन दिखती है वैसा होता है. It's called guide. इसको guide बुलाते हैं. So you can use that one. Click over here and give it this. What I am giving here directly, actually I am creating a border outside of my poster. Why to create this border? Reason ये है कि this blue lines or blue margins are pretty snappy. These are pretty snappy and am I audible? Right, I'm clear.
Yes, sir, you are. Yes,
right.
Sir, you are audible.
Okay. Yeah. So these blue margins are basically pretty snappy and they can be, magnetize the graphic. You can stick anything in front on these particular lines. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a border. As you can see, we are taking 1 unit from 0 to this 0.1 unit. Yeah, to draw margin, you have to click over your ruler. If there is no ruler, press Control R. R as in rabbit, right? Press Control plus R and you will be getting your ruler right at the bottom border of your particular canvas. And then you can click and drag out the margin. Okay. All right. So now what you can do is this margin is basically your border line. We are not going to draw anything right outside of this margin. Okay. So now let's just lock over this particular layer. I'm going to lock this layer, select the layer and click over the small lock right at the layers panel. See, there is a lock all option there. Click over it and you can see that your all layers are actually locked. So now I cannot able to move this thing, right? So it is going to be staying here. So let's just take another layer by pressing Control Shift N. Control Shift N is there to create a new layer. I'm going to make it name poster girl. Okay, because that's a girl, right? So now yesterday we had a little bit touch of pen tool. We had started with creating design with our pen tools and shapes. So this time we are going to use our pen tool in order to create a line art over this. Okay. So हमने जो last time पे इस tool को use किया था, बहुत ही simple tool है. You just have to click wherever you wanted to start your line. आपको बस उस पे click करना पड़ेगा और उसके बाद जैसे ही आप दूसरी जगह click करेंगे, it will give you a straight connecting line. Press backspace in order to do and undo. If there is a mistake done by you, just press backspace and it will be done. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give a curve. To give a curve, just click and drag your anchor point and it will automatically give you a curvature over here. Now, let's just do this. I'm first creating a simple curve. let's just create our face outline first. So now we're done with our outline. As you can see, let me just view it off, and you can see that the face outline is there. Now, let me just refine this. As you can see, there are some fault curves there, which I do not want. So I wanted to, refine them. So how to refine them? We can use convert point tool that can be used to, turn the curve into our desired position. First, I have arranged the line, and then after that, I'm going to provide a stroke to this. Perfect. Now, to apply the stroke, first we have to see that the size of the stroke is accurate or not. To see the measurement or size of the stroke, you need to press B for ball or either bat, right? B, as you can see, my brush size is quite big. It's very big. As you can see right in the top option panel, you can see that my brush size is approximately 1000 pixels, right? It is showing right there. So I do not need that much of a stroke. I need smaller one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it to approximately 20 or 30. 30 will be fine. And then I'm going to press right click, stroke path. If there is any mistake done by you, right, and if you cannot able to retain it, press Control Z to undo everything, right? Multiple times, Control Alt Z or either Control Z, both will be working. To try them. Now, as you can see, I have created a stroke. Those strokes are literally soft, which I do not want. So I'm going to press Control Z to get everything back. Then I'm going to go to my brush tool, and to go to brush tool, press B for Batman, and then increase its hardness right from here. Here you will find everything regarding your brush tool. So increase that, increase the hardness so that your brush will be crisp hard. Okay. I'm just gonna click on the stroke and give it a stroke. See, now the stroke is pretty sharp and it doesn't shows any sort of smoothness. So I'm gonna, create something like that. Let's just remove this and let's see. Okay, looks good. Then I'm gonna go and create. We're gonna take another layer just by from here, and then let's just create for eye. For eyes, I'm gonna use smaller brush, approximately 15 something, and let's just stroke path done. So the trick here is to always go for bigger lines or broader lines for the outside or the outline of your particular character, and always go for smaller and thinner lines, inner details of your character. If you're creating a smaller and thinner, I mean, if you're creating inside details, you need to provide smaller and thinner line strokes. Select stroke. Okay, now it's pretty big, so I need to do a little bit of smaller. I think 7 will be good. 7 will be the size of my brush. remove it, and you can see. Now let me just create this inner eye circle. So just use a curve, right click. You don't need, not every time you need to complete the shape. You can either create a stroke as well. Sorry. A little bit thinner line. So I'm putting it on 7, 6 curve. Now merge these layers. To merge these layers, you need to select both the layers and press Control E, E as in elephant. So you can directly merge these layers. And I do not want this particular line, but we're going to remove it later. So I'm going to add another one, and to hide this particular layer, the line art which we had created just now, we have to hide it. You need to just click on the eye option right in front of your particular layer. As you can see, this is my layer, and there is a small eye visible over there. So just click over there and you can see that it is not visible. I mean, it is hidden. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create the other designs, other line art, as in hairs. Let's click over there, click it, click over it. Right, and then we need to refine this curve. Let's just place it over here.
Shubhi, voice is not coming because sir is doing his work, so that is why he's not saying anything. Okay.
अंकित सर आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही है.
No, ma'am. Actually, I was not saying anything. because I was indulged into this drawing thing.
Okay.
थोड़ा सा कंसंट्रेट करना पड़ता है जब लाइन आर्ट वगैरह क्रिएट करते हैं, क्योंकि आपको वेट पता करना होता है. Yeah, that is why I was not speaking that time. So line art or weight जो है, what is this? It's a term which normally graphic designers बहुत ज़्यादा use करते हैं. Basically line art जो होती है वो आपके डिजाइंस के ऊपर में लाइंस आप क्रिएट करते हैं, बट क्यों क्रिएट करते हैं? इट्स नॉट अबाउट द शेप, शेप तो रहता ही है, दैट इज फॉर द फर्स्ट थिंग, बट लाइन आर्ट जो है, जो आपके इंटरेस्ट, आपकी जो शेप जो आपने डिजाइन क्रिएट किया है उसको इंटरेस्टिंग बनाते हैं. अगर आप इसमें यूनिफॉर्म लाइन आर्ट डालते हैं, राइट, अगर मैं किसी किसी जगह मैंने लाइंस को बहुत चौड़ा रखा है, किसी किसी जगह मैंने लाइंस को बहुत पतला किया है, इसका रीजन होता है because if you do not provide different type of strokes in your particular design, it will look uninteresting and uniform. Everybody can grasp your pattern, that whatever you have created can be understood by everybody, and that is not a good thing when you are a graphic designer, because your pattern has to be uneven, interesting, so that they could be able to explore your particular design, that what you have created over there, that has to be done. So I'm going to manage this one, and then I'm going to press right stroke, and okay. So we had created this particular layer. Now I do not want this this line, because it is actually unwanted, and I do not want this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to erase this. To erase that, you need to press E as an elephant. You will get this particular eraser over here, and then click over in the eraser. I mean, click over the image which you wanted to delete, and just click and drag. As you can see, you might find there is a blurriness. As you can see, there's a blurriness over there, and if you wanted to sharpen this up, you just have to go into your brush tool and increase the hardness. So go into the option and increase the hardness. Now you can see there is no blurriness. Okay, so make it a bit attached to both of this here, and then now let's create some other details, and then we're going to go for coloring this particular design. So let me just arrange the stroke a little bit over here, a little bit there. Now select right click stroke, but before doing that, let's just see whether the stroke is nice. Yes, it is quite big. Right click stroke, you see. We can move all this to, okay, this thing is bad. So now we have created the hairs, and the line art is also being done. Now what we need to create the cap section. So I'm going to create another layer right above everything, and then I'm going to name it cap. And on this one, I'm going to give face, and this ones are hairs. Always do good namings to your particular layer, because generally when you are working with a team, you always have to provide good namings so that they could easily understand your particular design, what you have created, or they could see the file and directly do changes, as they do not match that particular design, because they knew that you have actually named everything, so they would find easily to change whatever the changes they wanted to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give another stroke which is quite big, right? Quite big stroke, and then select and give a stroke path, right? click and drag, create path, select this one, and right click and give a stroke path. Then just select these, create a stroke path. Right, to give some three-dimensionality, you need to understand the form of your particular design. Just give it a stroke. Stroke path. Okay. Now we do not want this this particular line at the head. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna erase that one just by pressing E, and I'm gonna erase this. Yeah, now I've erased it. So we had done the line art of everything. We had done. We just have to do something over here as well. So as these are the inner details, so we need to give smaller and thinner width to your particular design. Just select these stroke paths and select over here. All right, so we had created the hat and the characters, the hairs and everything. We can create some more strands by give your brush size approximately 5 and then create random strands just so that you can give a sense of hairs and hair strands, right? Select over there, you can slide. Click, right click, stroke path, OK, and then enter. Click and drag, right click, stroke path, OK, and enter. Click, right click, stroke path, OK, enter. That is what you need to learn. When I started with the pen tool, I was always having issues with how to use the pen tool and how this, how they had created such nice curves. How the other artists are, giving such nice curves, and how I could not able to give these type of curves. So what I do is basically I learned it through rhyming, right? So you can do that all as well. Whenever you feel, just click, 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 right click, stroke path. Okay, that's what you need to learn. Select, right click, stroke path. Okay, to give some mouth details, some more details I'm providing over here so that we will complete with our hair strands. Now we have completed our line art. As you can see, we had actually created the whole shape in a vector format. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna provide colors to it, right? My sketches doesn't have colors, but my digital sketch could have colors. So first of all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select all layers by control clicking on every layers, and I'm gonna press Control E, E as in elephant. And what it does is basically it creates the whole line art of in one layer. It converts everything into a one layer. So what you can do with this, you have to press W. You have to press W, and W as in watch, as you all guys are watching this. So W, and then click over your space between the lines. Right, click over the space between the lines, so so that you can see that the selection has been done right between everything inside the lines. जो भी selection है वो lines के बीच में ही होगा, lines पे select नहीं होगा. So you can, whenever you click right between the lines, you will find that everything is selected, the negative space is selected, right? So press shift and click on everything, right? But not on hairs. Hairs are separate. So what we are going to do, we are going to select, separate all of these. We're going to separate face, we're going to separate hair and cap. So how to do that? Just click on the face. You have selected the face area, the facial area, and then click on these. And what you can do, go to select. Right at the menu bar, you can see there is a select option there. Go to select, modify, and expand. Why we are doing this? Whenever you click on the selection, or whenever you do the selection such as this, it always leaves a little bit space right at the outside the border, right? So ये जो whenever you select, what it does is basically ये 2-3 pixel कम select करता है. So what you can do is go to select and go to modify and expand it. मेन्यू बार में सेलेक्ट में मॉडिफाई में जाएंगे एंड एक्सपेंड करेंगे, और इसको 3 पिक्सल से ज्यादा एक्सपेंड नहीं करते हैं. Go to that and see everything is selected. Now to color this particular selection, you have to click, or you got to have another layer, otherwise हमारी line art खराब हो जाएगी. तो इस line art के नीचे पे you need a new layer right beneath your particular line art and name it color layer. Okay, name it a color layer and then provide the particular color. So I'm going to provide from, as I had already told you, that from here in this foreground panel you can select whatever color you want. So I'm going to provide some simple color, some simple skin's color to the particular face, right? Alt backspace to color this thing up. Then go to hairs and select everything inside of the color. Press shift and go for multiple selections. Only the hairs, okay? Nothing else. And humans के जो hairs हैं और eyebrows के जो colors होते हैं वो same होते हैं, ठीक है? So what we are going to do, we're going to select eyebrows and hairs as well, and then we're going to give select, modify, expand. Go to your menu bar, select, modify, and expand. Expand it for 3 pixels. Then go to your color layer and provide a new funky whatever type of color you want. So I'm providing this shade, right? I like this blue sort of hair colors and everything. See, there is a small patch over there, right? To fill it up, just press B as in brush and increase the size of the brush from here, from your option bar, increase the size of the wheel and then patch that up. Wherever you're seeing some patches, you can fill that out. Now let's go to cap layer, select all the caps, all the shapes of the cap and select each and everything, right? Now, again, go to menu bar, select, modify, expand, 3 pixels expand, nothing more than that. And then right go to the back to your color layer and provide a different sort of color. Now, here's a simple tip. Whenever you put color, always, if you could not find a color wheel, go to Google, right, and type color wheel, and you will find such color wheels over here. A simple tip I am giving to you, that how do you create balance between the colors? Okay, so how to create balance between the colors? You need these color wheels, and then see blue, yellow, or blue, red, or blue, orange, whatever colors are there. If you wanted to provide contrast, if you wanted to create difference among the colors, right? So always follow a color wheel. And if I say ki my hairs are blue, then I could use yellow or orange in order to create ultimate contrast. Okay. So if you wanted to block the colors, or if you wanted your color to be balanced, so always have a color wheel, and whatever color you will select, right opposite of that color will be the complementary color or either the balancing color. Okay. अगर हम कोई भी ऐसा क्या बोलते हैं कलर चूज करते हैं कलर व्हील में से, तो उसका जो अपोजिट कलर होता है वो हमेशा कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री होता है या उसके साथ बैलेंसिंग वाला होता है. So you can do either of that. Now let's get back to our design, and I'm just providing this yellow color. Let's see, and with a good saturation, I'm going to provide that, and I'm going to press Alt backspace to give a yellow feel to it, right? Then, because I could have these colors over here, hair color जो है वो यहाँ पे dark में दिखेगा, so we need a selection. So I had told you already about there are a lot of selection tools in Photoshop, so you can go for lasso tools, polygonal lasso tools. L is the shortcut of polygonal lasso tool, and you can select just a minor thing you can add anytime to fill the patches, right? And I'm gonna give this girl eye color, and let's give eye color a sort of lighter blue, which in our language, in graphic designing language, we normally don't call lighter blue. We generally call it cyan color. Okay, so now, as you can see, there is we have completed our line art over there, and we have completed coloring our artwork. Now, provide some shapes from the yesterday's class. What class we had, on yesterday we learned about the different shapes, how to create the different shapes. So what you can do, just group these layers by pressing Ctrl G, so that you can move them, right? And then provide multiple shapes. I'm providing a circular shape, and let's just follow our color wheel, and we can see that if I wanted to make it very difference between the colors, if I wanted to create high contrast between the colors, what I'll do, I'm gonna completely using orangish colors, or yellow orange or sort of colors, so that I could give a give bigger contrast or complete contrast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this particular layer, and I'm gonna double click over it, and we're gonna go and give high contrast. As you can see, our eyes of the particular bird is actually looks pretty weird. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a different layer, give it a white color, and I'm gonna paint that right beneath it. And we are gonna put it right between our groups. Right? We can create some more depth through this simple paint by just selecting a darker color. Just a simple tip I'm providing it, as you can give some darker color over here with a little bit of light. So that your eyes will look kind of heavy. So that your eyes can be, it could be seen as a variation. And some shades we wanted to create. So we can create those shades right above your color layer. You just have to select shapes over here. And we're gonna provide some lighter shades to this. Fill path, okay. Over in hairs as well. We're gonna select this color, lower it down the tone, fill path, right? To give some shades to your hairs. All right. So I am kind of done with my artwork. I'm gonna, put this yellow color over here, and it's done. Now, if you wanted to provide any text or you wanted to give your name into that, I have already seen you guys have done that already. और जिन्होंने भी आर्ट वर्क बनाए थे वो बहुत ही अच्छे आर्ट वर्क थे. आप लोग ने जो सबमिशंस दिए, आई हैव सीन ऑल ऑफ देम, and it is a very good start and very good attempt was done by there. So press T as in tiger, and click over your particular design, and कोई भी नाम आप डाल दीजिए, whatever you want. जो भी जनरली नॉर्मल इन डिजाइन्स में क्या बोलते हैं, प्रोडक्ट्स के नाम आते हैं, बट so ओके. सो आई होप आप लोगों को ये डिजाइन पसंद आया होगा. हाउ यू टेकन योर आर्ट, एक क्वेश्चन आया है. आई विल बी क्लियरिंग दैट अप इन अ बिट लेटर. इस तरीके का डिजाइन आर्टवर्क जो है वो जनरली टी शर्ट प्रिंट्स में और आपके जो गुडीज प्रिंट्स जो होते हैं, जो जनरली ब्रांडिंग के लिए यूज किए जाते हैं, उनमें क्रिएट करते हैं. और ये सेम टेक्निक यूज होती है कॉमिक बुक आर्ट्स में भी. अगर किसी को कॉमिक बुक्स, वेब कॉमिक्स पढ़ने में इंटरेस्ट है तो ये डेफिनेटली क्रिएट हो सकता है. अब बेसिकली यही टेक्निक यूज होती है. Let me just share with you guys some of our students work, जो कि generally इन्हीं techniques को लेकर उन्होंने भी कुछ work किए हैं. So these are the works. Some 3D artworks. Photoshop में generally इन artworks को create किया गया है. ये एक क्या बोलते हैं, digital painting है generally, जो Photoshop में की जाती है. कभी और हमें chance मिला तो we will be going for digital painting also. कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट्स, ये सब कुछ फोटोशॉप में क्रिएट है. सारे डिजाइन्स, इस तरीके के डिजाइन अभी जो हमने टेक्निक यूज की है, सिमिलरली से यही डिजाइन्स बने हुए हैं. So lot of designs can be created through this particular art form, और इस टेक्निक का यूज करके आप डेफिनेटली किसी भी तरीके के डिजाइन क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. So I'm done here, and thank you so much for listening to me for this hour, for your patience and everything. Thank you so much.